If at first you don't succeed, you keep trying until you make it happen. So, with that being said, happy International Women's Day. Shout out to all the ladies on the planet. Shout out for all the work that you have done and are doing. We appreciate you to the moon and back. Shout out, shout out, shout out. I'm giving you a great applause right now. No one has said congratulations. We're grateful for you. Today, I am sharing with you, I'm grateful for you. Every last one of you. Today, I did some research on amazing all the things that they did not teach us in school. It's the craziest thing. This is why we have to search, seek out, and study to show ourselves approved, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, because there's a whole bunch of lies that's going around. And sadly, it seems that in these days and times, people would prefer to believe a lie than the truth. But as they say in the word that I read, the truth shall set you free. So pray for those that are in bondage of hooked up in those lies that they choose to believe. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to even go there because today is not even about them. It's about you, ladies. It's about every last one of you all that are getting up and making it happen. Even on those days that you may be feeling some type of way, you're getting up and pushing through. Congratulations. You, ladies. Yes, today I'm talking to the ladies because it's International Women's Day. So that means I'm talking to ladies all over the world. Ladies, if you're in a situation where you are being physically, mentally, or spiritually abused, get out. There is light at the end of that get out tunnel. Trust and believe because you were created for greatness. Be grateful for where you are is the theme. Why should you be grateful? And this is for everybody. It's so easy to get into that mode of seeing what's wrong with things. I challenge each and every one of you today for the next 10 days. Just look at what's right with things. Don't focus on what's wrong with things because what you think about, you bring about. So if you're thinking about all the things that went wrong, guess what? More things are going to go wrong. But I promise you, if you think on these things, even the word says, think on these things, whatsoever is good, whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is of a good report. Think on these things. It even says, cast down vain imagination because the word already knows. In between here, this is our biggest battle, right between these two ears. But guess what? In between here is our greatest victory because we're not like trees. We can make a decision. We're not like the animals of this world. We were given the choice to succeed. We were given the choice to fail. We were given the choice to fight back and win victoriously. So ladies, you already know what's happening politically. So wake up. Things are not, we have not overcome. I was reading today, my favorite board game, Monopoly, was invented by a woman. Ice cream was invented by a woman. I could go on and on and on, but it's amazing how they forgot to tell us about these things in our school classrooms. Not doubting or bashing the classrooms, but this is why they call it homework. You got to do your work from home. You got to do your work from anywhere. And it's the same thing when you become an adult. Ladies, especially, you don't just stop studying after you graduate high school or you get that degree or you get the second degree or this is ABL. We've got to always be learning. I don't care how old you are. You can never be too old to learn. They used to say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, guess what? You're not a dog, so that means that you can learn and get better every day in every way. It's called Kaizen. Just a little bit every day. You're going to learn and find that you're going to get better. I started working out this year on technology. Some of you all know I have a degree in technology and I have a degree in speech and drama. So it's almost like the thing that I've been running away from all my life, I'm right back full circle. The thing that got me through my career, I'm right back full circle because things are always changing. But the more they change, the more they remain the same. So be grateful and get up every day and figure out what is it that you are being kept here for. Not for you to commit suicide. You're being kept because there is greatness inside of you that you need to share with us. We need you to share with us the gift that you've been given. You ever thought about how is it that, and I know I have an electrical engineering background, there's AC and DC, alternate current and direct current. The same idea was given to two different people. Probably a whole lot more, but only those two decided to act upon it. And then there was, instead of them working together, there was a split. They took it as competition as opposed to being able to collaborate. Like in nowadays, it's you get more help when you collaborate with others. So guess what? Fast forward to today. Back then they were competing. So I learned this lesson real quick when I went to the UK. Our electricity in the United States is direct current. Their electricity is alternating current. So guess what? When I got to the UK, what I had here to plug in my phone would not work there. I had to get what was called an adapter. I had to get an adapter to plug in so that my phone would fit into it so I could charge it. Well, here I am in Manchester and in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Then on the way back, I stayed over in Germany, in Dusseldorf. So me, Miss Slick Willie, or Willette, or Wilhelmina, decided to take the adapter and said, thinking I was going to save money. Because they're outside of the United States, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I can take this same, stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I can take the same adapter from Birmingham, United Kingdom, to Dusseldorf, Germany, plug my phone in, and I'm good. Well, guess what? I get there and they've got a different adapter. Why am I sharing this with you? Because in life, you're going to need to adapt. Adapt. Things are going to happen. Adapt. Be grateful that you've got the mindset and the wherewithal to know. It doesn't mean that you're not supposed to have what you're seeking. It just means that you've got to be an adapter, be able to tweak, be able to twist, be able to turn and make things happen, because what works today, I promise you, is not necessarily going to work tomorrow. But if you just keep going, guess what? History always repeats itself. When I came into my company, we had this pack of tea. I'm just going to show you this. We had tea like this, right? And on it would say, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Y'all, we made so much money just with this pack of tea because people wanted to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Well, they made us stop saying lose 5 pounds in 5 days because, number one, we had not done the clinical trials. We call them testimonies, which is basically a clinical trial in our industry. But because of politics, we had to stop saying that. Number two, we had to stop saying it because instead of us losing 5 pounds in 5 days, the first 3 days, I lost 7 pounds. The first 3 days, my husband lost 12 pounds just drinking this tea. And guess what? It was in a green envelope. It wasn't even in an envelope like this. But what happened? We had to stop selling the tea for 60 days because the demand was so much greater than the supply. Y'all, I can tell y'all some stories about what we went through, but I don't want to go there. I want to just go with what I'm sharing with you. Be able to adapt. Remember how when I went to the UK, my phone wouldn't fit in. I had to get an adapter. Took that same adapter to Germany, thought I could use it. Couldn't do that. It didn't mean that the phone wouldn't work. It meant that I needed to get a different adapter. And that's how life is. When you're going on this direction and you hit what some people call an obstacle, those of us that know better, we call it an opportunity. We already know what work looks like. It comes dressed up in overalls, not in shiny bling, Gucci and Louis and all the rest of them. No, it comes in a form where it's saying, okay, how bad do you want it? So the best way to get what you want, be grateful. Watch what happens. What you think about, you bring about. If you become grateful, especially in those times when you want to feel some type of way, in between these ears you're hearing, oh, maybe this was not meant for you. If he gave it to you, he can get it through you. There is no idea that comes here that cannot manifest. If you're watching me right now, just think, whatever time you're watching this, you may be even on the replay, somebody thought about that in their head. Thomas Edison, they talk about how he did 10,000 different tries to get the filament so that we could have light. Imagine if he would have quit on 9,999 while his so-called friends was calling him crazy, telling him that, oh, well, obviously it doesn't work. And you're going to have, remember, history repeats itself. So the minute that you get a good idea, you're going to always have those in your ear trying to tell you, maybe it's not meant. Maybe it's not meant. Maybe it's not meant. I even think about our awesome and amazing Chief Visionary Officer, Mr. Jack Thomas Fallon, when he was building our company. And we're always in building mode. We flip stuff up every 90 days. So any of y'all that used to be with us, this is not the same company. And it's not going to be the same company in another 90 days. That's why we continuously are growing. But I think about how his wife told us a story of how when he was constantly working, sun up to sun down, and when he decided, okay, we're going to roll this out to the public officially, they had a meeting in a hotel, and I remember her sharing with us only 5 people showed up. Imagine if he would have quit, and those 5 people were his relatives and friends. That means that nobody else that they invited showed up. But Mr. Jack Fallon, let me just say this right now. Even though it's International Women's Day, I want to thank you because we have some dynamic women inside of our company that has helped leading the charge to help us continuously to grow. And I'm going to give a special invitation to you ladies out there. If you want to get something that can help you, yes, shameless plug, I'm pushing Your Health is Your Wealth for the rest of my life because I know I've been the clinical beta test site drinking this right here for over 8 years. March 23rd will be 8 years for me drinking this tea. So I know it works. I used to travel. Me and my family used to travel with antacids because of, y'all know what happens, why people take antacids. We don't take antacids anymore. We've been drinking this tea, and amazingly, the ingredients in the tea helps with the issues that you would normally be taking. It helps with going to the bathroom on a continual basis without struggle, helps with the inflammation that's in your body, helps gently cleanse your entire bloodstream. Y'all heard me talk about my husband with his getting his blood samples back a couple weeks ago and how shocked the nurse was that everything with him being 68 years old, y'all, everything was like near perfect. And she was like, I don't know if she was hurt because they couldn't prescribe some meds or if she was shocked because somebody of his age had a great blood work. And we don't claim to cure or mitigate any diseases. All we can tell you is you drink this, and whatever's going on in your body, whatever's going in your bloodstream, it's going to help. Why? Because it cleanses at the cellular level. That means your heart, your colon, your kidneys, everything. And yes, it's safe enough for young people. My granddaughter, when she first started having issues back in the day, we would call it colic. Your grandparents would say, oh, the baby is gassy. Well, guess what? We gave her a few drops of that tea. We didn't have that problem anymore. We know that the products work. But let me get back to close out with Happy International Women's Day. Congratulations, ladies. Keep being awesome and amazing. Men, if you have a female in your life, don't hate on them. Love on them. Tell them how grateful you are. Tell them how grateful, because none of y'all could have got to this planet without a female bringing you up in here. Some of y'all will get that tomorrow. So be grateful for every female that's on the planet, and just be grateful, because what you're going to find that the more that you think about what you have, the more you're going to have. I'm going to say that again. The more you concentrate and think about what you have and what you want, the more of what you have and what you want is going to come to you. And that works both ways, bad and good. So you're, like I said, you're not a dog. So you're not a tree. You have a choice. You can choose which way. Choose ye this day what you will serve. Are you going to choose to serve money? Or are you going to choose to serve the creator of the money? Hello, I'm going for the higher ground. I'm choosing the creator, because all of this is his. All of this is the creator. Whatever name you may call the creator is not going to let you destroy what he has created. He's already said he will destroy this planet first before we do. With fire, not water. That's enough of me talking about, I hope you don't feel like I was yelling or screaming or that's just my passion. We want you well. We want you well, period. By the way, we even got a special on this. $25, get you a week's supply. Inbox me, tag me, whatever. I promise you, once you drink it, if anything, you are going to have a very pleasurable experience in the bathroom. Because some of y'all, we already know, haven't gone to the restroom in 2 weeks or more. You're supposed to be going a minimum of 1 to 3 days max. If you have not gone and you had a bowel movement in the last 3 days, buy you $25 and inbox me so I can get you. That's in the United States. If you're outside of the United States, I have people I can connect you with to get it to you also. Y'all be blessed, but more than anything, be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful, because with being grateful come bonuses. With being grateful come blessings. With being grateful comes more things for your good than for your bad.